Hi, this is Townsville, and this is a mobile game that I played for years. This is level 61, and I'm just going to kind of give you an overview of the zoo and the town during the winter holidays. There's not a lot of snow in the zoo as we're looking at it, because a lot of the drier, arid animals are on the right-hand side, and the snowy animals are on the left. Coming across the elephant pond, and I gave them extra land in the back there with their own pond and some pretty flowers around. I bought properties, and then I bought extra properties, as you work them out, so that I could decorate around each of the little exhibits, and the little characters could walk around. They have plenty of decorations to look at and plenty of places to look at. There's some flamingos there. I tried to put in little parks where people could play or sit down. Some interesting things for them to see, like balloons and the trees around the bears and stuff appropriate. I didn't buy, let me see now. Yeah, I didn't buy like a lot of property. I've never put any money into this game. So this is everything that I did for free. And it takes a lot of patience. And, you just keep on sending those trains out there to get stuff. And sooner or later, you can build up, enough money and stuff like that to buy parts of your properties. And I would buy 2 or 3 properties and use one of them, like you can see here, for the main exhibit, and then I'd decorate around the rest of it, or put some little ponds and stuff like that, and snow. There's the polar bears, and you can see there's another project going on there with the tree. Some penguins in the background. You can see that I have more property even in the middle of some of the exhibits for sale, because I wanted to have plenty of room between the exhibits. I love the purple trees and the great big trees when we got them, when they finally appeared, to use as beautiful decorations in between things, besides the flowers. There's a little windmill there. There's a children's park in this little corner here, with a giraffe swing and a little helicopter and some bee balloons and a little swing thingy there, whatever that twirly thing is. There's the gorillas eating watermelon, the long-necked giraffes, some purple and pink flowers, and there's a little picnic area here with a tree house and some beautiful trees in the back there. Another exhibit getting prepared. Got plenty of little trees around. I used both sand and stone for pathways, and some. I really love the pink and purple flowers in this game. There's plenty of flowers in this game. I think they're really pretty, and there's a few pink trees around too. This is the main town, and you can see my little train area down there, and my Sunny Acres sign. It's been Sunny Acres the whole time. These are little tiny houses that the game starts you out with, and the yachting pier, which is pretty cute. Their game is pretty fun when it comes to the yachting races and stuff. There's my little beach front. I'm starting to blend in some snow there. There's the shipping industry and some little houses off to the side of the river. I've got my jams, my little jam factory, and a sugar factory. Now near the sugar factory, I've got my bees and some flowers, and my sugar cane not too far away. And then I've got the ice cream shop and the bakery, the cupcake bakery. Some little tiny houses down here, and a little bit of sand and some flowers. All the main little tiny houses are on this section because this is where I started. There's the courthouse with justice out front. I get a little shop going on there, and I forget what that is it a flower shop? I'm not sure. But there's the little red schoolhouse in front of the train. Some little pink flowers and the cows in the background and a little pond. I've got a little wedding venue church with some pink hearts and the walkover bridge, a little tiny supermarket, a little church thing, and some little teeny row houses with the red phone box, and even more houses, and the feeding factories for the animals. You get your green and stuff like that. This is part of my normal farm. This is the basic farm with the bakery and the market, and you'll see the barn in a second. But I didn't want my farm to be too big, so I put the main farm there, and I had little pieces of farm around the whole property. Like right here, you can see the cotton next to the fabric shop and the clothing shop. I love the little yellow houses in the back there with the yellow trees and a little bit of flowers and a little bit of a pond. I've got some more cotton growing on this side of the fabric store. The airport is not too far away from the train station, and the hospital is there too, with another phone box. Behind that, I've got some strawberries growing and little pink houses with little pink flowers. The wedding photography shop next to some row houses. I thought that was a really nice thing with these strawberries. Sometimes I have other plants there than strawberries, but that looked really good for that picture. So there's the bowling alley next to some smelting and some the tenement houses that workers might work in and stuff, live in. And out in front of some of these small houses on the street, there's a carnival, and plenty of rides for the kids with flowers, and the little Lucky store down the bottom there, and a barber shop. The circus is next to the carnival, and the air balloon. We've got the museum, and a theater, an awards shop. I can't remember what the building is with the stars on it. I have a little fruit stand there, the music shop and a music venue, the news station, some tall tenement houses, a few hotels in the back, a movie theater, a radio tower, some more little strawberry plants and stuff. This is the back left of the property, and I've got a tall hotel there and a tall Arabian hotel with an oil rig, another tourist hotel, a stadium, a Ferris wheel, some unpurchased property in the back, because I kind of I'm using the unpurchased property as part of the decoration for my whole town, because I've never put any money into this, and this is everything I can do for free. So I am level 63 now, but when I filmed this, it was level 61. Here's the side of the river with the waterfalls in the back. Got some little candy shop going on there, and some ducks in the front. This is the mining. This is where I put the mines, and I've got some little horses out in the front, and the horses aren't far from the fantasy house. And the fantasy house has Christmas trees around it, beautiful roses, a nice little stone walkway, a windmill, the ride in the background. The research center is here. And then I have the toy factory near the chicken farms. And I only have 2 chicken farms, 2 sheep farms, and 2 cow farms. And I'm pretty patient with the way I play. There's a rubber farms going on, rubber trees. I'm pretty patient with the way I play. And I was playing quite a bit when I first got the game. But then after a while, I just realized that you can just play at your own pace and stuff, and send those trains out, and ask some people for help. Friends and stuff inside the game are really helpful, I found, and you can help each other out and stuff like that. Here's some part of the city. I've got really tall tenement houses, and there was a skyscraper. Pretty little trees down in parks and stuff, a large supermarket, some cute little balloons and stuff out in front of some of the apartment buildings, a little spa that people can take mini in the city vacations in, Now we're heading towards the Christmas town. This is my beautiful Christmas town with the large snowman in the middle and Christmas trees. There's Miss Cow going skiing and a gift shop for Christmas presents and stuff like that, or holiday presents. Little red houses, another little tiny snowman, ice skating pond for the penguins, a beautiful cathedral with gorgeous lanterns, and plenty of snow. So you can see how the unpurchased property gives it a beautiful look with just the snow all around, because it all turns snow, you know. This little street right here is my Hollywood Street. I thought that these little hotel houses, they look like kind of tropical hotels. And it's a little donut shop like a Starbucks, you know. And then right off that, we have the Witch Museum, which I feel is like Salem and Boston, with the Witch Museum and the marina and the baseball park. A beautiful purple tree. We've got the Swan Pond and the State House. And the red house is in the back. And that, to me, and this little sort of guy on a horse, so it looks like Paul Revere. So that's why that all looks like the Salem Witch Museum and a bit of Boston to me. And then I've got little pumpkins and stuff like that around the Witch Museum. And there's a little witch on the corner in the center of town. And you can see the river. A river runs through it. So yeah, and there's the overview of the whole town with the farm and all the little buildings. And I put plenty of trees and flowers around. And I had a really fun decorating this. It was a beautiful, beautiful game to me. And there's the little recluse Christmas island. Somebody lives there, but nobody knows who. Here's some screenshots of the zoo, the Arctic seals, and I've got them surrounded with a few little trees and a couple of ponds. Then I've got the koalas, which are from Australia, of course, and they've got the climbing things and some trees and some sunflowers. Not far from them are the kangaroos with the little jumpy pad. I don't know why they have a jumpy pad, because they can jump anyways on their own. Plenty of flowers around there, and a little children's thing in the back. There's some more of the children's park with the gorillas exhibit, and the baby gorilla is on his little swing there. They've got plenty of fruit to eat. This is just some gardening and a park for the people to sit in and have a picnic, like a little picnic area, and some flowers and a pond. And here's the elephants. I gave them extra water in the back with the beautiful trees, and you know, to make it look like a park, but like they had plenty of water. There's a bit of an overview of the zoo with some of the exhibits. I tried not to pack the exhibits too close together. And there's the flamingo pond, and I used a large area for this so that I could decorate it with pink trees and pink flowers and the little pink bridges. And the bears have their sort of northern green trees around them, and a little bit of flowers going on there, and plenty of green grass. You've got an alligator. I think it's alligators, or a crocodile pond in the bottom. I think they're alligators though. And panda bears in the back. Rhinoceros pond, and in front of that is the children's park, a little playground there. Swings and stuff, and bee balloons. The monkey exhibit has plenty of trees for them to swing on, and a little hut to hide in. Pretty little flowers. And this is the Sunny Acres sign at the front of my the regular part of the town, with all the little houses that you start out with. I've just planned it. I built it as I went, and I didn't really have a major plan. I just kind of used what I had to begin with. There's the little red schoolhouse with a little red phone box. The observatory, I put that out on the water so that the skies would be clear and you could use it. And there's a little airplane there and a little bit of a beach. And here's some more of the beach with some palm trees and some little sunumbrellas, a beautiful purple tree, and a boat or a little rowboat in there with some old folks taking a tourist vacation. Here's where you can see the bees, plenty of flowers around them, and to pollinate, and the sugarcane plants. I've got the barn with some little trees on the side. I love them little decorative trees, and the cotton plants are right next to the clothing shop. This is part of the carnival area. This is a sort of carnival that just kind of stays there all the time, and you can see there's people's houses in behind there. This is the airport, not too far from another cotton farm, and the little tiny houses and some pink houses with pink flowers. The bowling alley, a radio tower, and the movie studio, and the smelting. There's some smelters going on there with some purple trees. I tried to decorate the smelters with plenty of trees and stuff so that it looked nice. There's the circus and the hot air balloon thing. It's not a hot air balloon. I forget the name of that. A blimp or something like that. And the museum. There's some purple trees next to the smelters and some red trees to match too, because the red goes better with the smelting buildings. And it just makes it look nicer than, totally dead factory. There's my jam factory, and it's not far from the river to send things off on the ships and stuff so they can collect the fruit to make the jam. This is the little row houses with the strawberries in front of them, and the little pink walkover bridges with the wedding photography center. This is sort of towards the front of town. I'm pretty sure that's a high school. And there's little town houses, town buildings around that. This is the farm. This is just the common farm in front of the bakery and market, where this is the basic stuff that you have to have for everything. There is a name for that tall hotel. I forget what it is, but it's an Arabic hotel, and there's an oil rig next to that. And there's my ice cream shop and the cupcake factory, not far from the sugarcane field. Plenty of pink trees and pink flowers around. The waterfall in the back. Everybody has the same waterfall. And I kind of made like a river in front of mine, like I kept the water there. And I made you can see the overview, there's a river through the whole thing. There's my stadium next to the news center, and the music venue and a music shop, the mining. I tried to put the mining near the fantasy house and the horses next to the fantasy house so that it all sort of looked, old fashioned. Now these are tenement houses, but not really like hotels, condominiums. That's what these are. Condominiums and a hotel in the back. And there's the research center and the paper factory. And of course, the paper factory needs trees, so I grow trees out in front of that. Beautiful snow all around. These are the feeding, the grain areas where you make all the feed for the animals that you have. Little tiny yellow houses. The tool shop. There's little flowers and strawberries near there too. And a garage, the taxi thing, and the helicopter. The toy factory and the chicken farms on the sides of that. Again, it's just the 2 chicken farms. The rubber trees in the back. And there's a little bit of property out front that I put some grass on. The little yellow houses in the back on the side there of the feed farms with a purple tree. And they were right in front of the river. There's the courthouse with all the little houses that you start out with around it. I put up plenty of little pathways and stuff around everything, so everything had plenty of streets and stuff. There's the state house. and some red tenement houses around that. The pond, the beautiful pond. Yeah, this is part of the city, the city tall buildings, in front of the city. And there's a little spa out in front of those and a beautiful yellow tree. There's the, what I call a New York skyscraper, and plenty of tall, city houses in front of that, city buildings. The wedding venue, the little church area, it's so beautiful. And I like how it has the wedding rings on the front of it. And there's a little heart thing next to that, and the walkover bridge. The hotel, the Hollywood hotels or apartment buildings, whatever you have. There's a little sort of Hollywood lady there, a fashion center. And back to the Witch Museum, the Witch Museum with plenty of pumpkins around, and some brown walkways, brick walkways. The Boston Marina and the Major League Baseball park, and the baseball stands there with red tenement houses in the back. The Fantasy House with plenty of beautiful big Christmas trees around there, and the haystack and the windmill and the purple trees. There was a wishing well there too. And the Recluse, the Christmas Recluse town. The little island in the middle. Nobody knows who lives there, but everybody has seen him once. This is part of the Christmas town. You can see the gift shop there, and the Miss Cow on her slide there, going down the hill. This is the center of the Christmas town, with the humongous snowman in the middle, and the beautiful red apartment houses around it, little red houses, a polar bear out front, and the beautiful cathedral with lanterns. This is the end, and that was Townsville. Thanks for watching.